How's it going today, folks? Johnny P here again. And today, you can tell by the thumbnail, I kind of wanted to talk about the results that I've gotten. And I know I've touched on it. I've lost 165 pounds on the carnivore diet, coupled with OMAD. But I just wanted to kind of touch on the results. In that thumbnail that you clicked on, you can see just just by my face, just how overweight I was. And some of the thumbnails that I've used previously, just of like the body and all of that, it really doesn't do it justice as far as like how much weight I was truly carrying. Because I didn't start, taking those pictures until, like when I was kind of on my journey. Or at least starting it with the proper diet as far as carnivore goes for me anyway. So I didn't start taking pictures just because how uncomfortable I was. But you can tell in that picture just how overweight I truly was, and I hold a lot of water weight right here, and right here in my face, and you can definitely tell like how just miserable I looked. I mean, like it looks like it's hard for me to smile in that picture. But just kind of like the overhaul that happened in my life to get me to that point and to get me to where I am now, like kind of like just giving up, kind of eating whatever I wanted to, and all of that, and how it just kind of changed. I was hiding behind the fact that I can turn it on anytime that I want to. I can just go work out and all of this will go away, and like things like that. But that's just not true. I obviously, I stayed overweight for a very long time, and I was hiding behind the fact that I thought I could do, just turn it on, go work out, go go do that, and it would all go away. But really, it's one of those things where you have to be committed to kind of where you want to be, whether that's a number on the scale or if it's how you want to look. You have to have this image or this idea of where you want to be before you even go forward, and that's kind of where like I was getting stuck. It's just like I didn't have a goalpost as to where I wanted to be. It was just kind of like, well, I just need to lose weight. Well, I just need to do this. Yeah, that's fine. Until you have to actually put some action behind those words, and then it's just like, okay, well, where do I need to do, or what do I need to do to get to where I want to be? If you don't know where you're going, it's kind of an impossible task. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is just like finding that motivation. And I guess my motivation was I was tired of where I was. I was tired of like the the heaviness in my chest, walking around feeling like a bag full of water. It felt terrible. And of course, seeing pictures of like me and my family, or random pictures of just me, and it's so hard to see. It really is. And especially looking back, once you have the results, looking back, I mean, you're in a better place, better headspace because of where you're at now. But just seeing pictures, it's not like I acted was like, don't take pictures of me or anything like that. But it really was just like when people would send me pictures of myself, and it's just, I mean, it was awful. I mean, it was really to the point where I was like, this doesn't even look like how I remember myself looking. And that was kind of the kicking the butt that I needed, was getting back to where I felt comfortable in my own skin, because for the longest time I just was not comfortable at all. I think I mentioned in a previous video of like, it was hard for me to tie my shoes. Like at one point I was like not that it made me out of breath, but it's because my belly was so big. I felt like it was pressing against things, like internally, and I just couldn't breathe when I was bending over. It's embarrassing to even talk about. But yeah, I think you guys need a realistic picture as to where I was, and I think this thumbnail that I'm going to post that you guys clicked on, I think it does it a lot more justice. Of course, you can see kind of like my body, where I went, or where I came from to where I am now, which is, I mean, that's always a good comparison because the belly's like really hard to lose. But again, you just have to have a goal in mind, whatever that looks like to you, whatever it looks like as far as like number on the scale, or do you want a six pack, or do you want to just feel good? Anything that gets you motivated is a positive thing. It doesn't matter what you're doing it for. I felt like the biggest motivator for me was doing it for myself, to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be. And I felt like doing that and having that kind of mentality is what pushed me over the edge to be able to get there. And that's kind of what's keeping me where I'm at. Is I still want to be the best version of myself. I'm 165 pounds lighter. I've blown past where I thought I was capable of going as far as like just losing 100. Getting closer to 250. That would have been 115 pounds down. Um, but that's kind of where I wanted. That's where my goalpost was, and it just kept shifting to where like I just had to keep making it to where I was gonna feel comfortable in my own skin, and I kept moving it back, and right now I'm right at 200 pounds. I fluctuate between 205, maybe sometimes a little bit heavier, just depending on like how much water I'm carrying around. But it's just one of those things that like I'm constantly evolving, like what I want to be doing, like how much I'm consuming to maintain where I'm at, or if I want to cut, if I'm gonna do like a fasting journey, or maybe an extended fast, kind of throw that in there. But it's always changing. But the thing that's constant is you have a goal in mind. And I think that's what's kind of driving it, and also the why behind it. Why are you doing this? Do you just want to look good? Do you want to feel good? Is it somewhere in between? Is it for you? I think that's the most positive motivator I have. It's for me to be the best version of myself, and then all the positive things trickle down, into my family, into my friends, into my relationships. Just being a better version of yourself, for you first, is one of my most positive things that I felt like came from this. Is That's what made me stick with this diet, is having that motivation, being your own motivation to be able to finish this, and or not even finish. I don't even know like when my journey is going to be finished. I'll probably make a video about that, is like when am I done. Right now, I don't know. I truly don't know. I mean, this is more of a lifestyle, and I know I call it a diet in every single video. But it really is. It's turning into a lifestyle. I've done it for so long, and I just feel so good about myself. And I have the energy to keep going, and I feel like that this could just kind of be where I'm at now. I have no desire to go back. I have no desire to eat the way that I did before. I have zero motivation to do that. I want to keep feeling the way that I am. I'm chasing that feeling, and I think that's definitely a positive, at least in my eyes. So again, I hope this helped at least one person try to find that motivation, try to find that why. And you can see the dramatic, I mean dramatic results in pretty much all of my thumbnails. But I think that this one is going to do it for people who need to see that motivation. Is like, just the face pictures are just insane, like the before and after. I feel like it's insane, at least. And it's just such a dramatic thing for me to be able to look at those pictures and just be like, wow, that's kind of like what I was looking at every single day in the mirror. And I just had to find something that clicked and kind of got me motivated. And that was it, just being uncomfortable in my own skin. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down in the comment section below. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys.